3 Brits are hunting for bargains at a French market.
Perhaps with these old keys, actually make a clock from something.
I don't know what it is about mirrors, I just love them. It could be freestanding on somebody's wall. It would be amazing.
They have 800 euros to spend.
It's impossible.
160.
C'est bon.
160.
And help from collectibles expert Mark Franks.
It's not French, it's made in Italy. It's a stonkingly strong piece.
300 is quite a lot.
It's what?
Yeah.
Back home, they'll need to prep their purchases ready to sell.
I'm just putting a little bit of that paint in there just to lighten it up and make it look less grubby.
For some reason, the clock isn't working.
Then they'll have just one day to shift everything.
Did you say 140?
For this one, I'm looking for 225.
It's too much for me.
And whoever makes the most profit walks away with their rival's money.
The good news is you all made loads of profit.
Today we're in the French region of Provence, in the historic town of Carpentras, a place that's been trading since ancient Greek times.
Sunday morning in Carpentras. This market is my cup of tea because it doesn't actually open until 10 o'clock in the morning. This particular market has over 100 stalls and I absolutely love it.
So plenty to choose from for our rivals who have 4 hours to bag their buys. Shopping today are 33-year-old Victoria, who upcycles furniture for a living.
I'm really more into the chateau chic style rather than farmhouse chic because I really like the French furniture.
She's up against 50-year-old David, a third-generation railwayman passionate about engineering.
Range of things I do, you know, wagon wheels I've done in the past. I've even put a bicycle on the wall in the garden, just painted it. It was just an old bicycle and it looks quite effective.
And 43-year-old Louise, a mum of 5 who likes to keep things pink and frilly.
I want to find lovely, pretty things that I can cover with beautiful florals. I have a set idea and I know exactly what I'm looking for, and as soon as I see it, I'll just home in on it.
Louise runs an upcycling business from her home that's jammed with pieces she's transformed in her favourite style.
I was named the Queen of Shabby Chic in my hometown, which is a bit tongue-in-cheek, mainly because I'm potty about it. Everything I buy is second-hand. I do everything up. I love florals, I love pinks, I love Barbican. I just love shabby chic. It's just my passion, and it's something that just makes me happy.
So, surprise, surprise, she's thinking shabby chic with her first spot.
I like this because I could paint it and distress it, and I think it would be really popular to sell. Bonjour, monsieur. Combien, s'il vous plaît?
250 euros.
150?
No.
180. 180. It's not particularly old, the mirror. So it's something that I couldn't sell, I don't think, as an old piece. But I think as a decorative piece, I think it would sell well. I think if I could do 160.
C'est bon.
160. Yeah, we're going for 160. Yeah. Messy.
That's £119.
I think I choose things that I do like. I can't help it. It's my thing. And I think that'd be great done up. I really do.
Let's hope it's someone else's thing. Rival David is shopping with a very different style in mind.
Art Deco is my preferred sort of style. I'm going to leave the shabby chic to Louise and Victoria, so we'll probably end up buying totally different things.
David upcycles in his spare time and particularly enjoys taking things apart and putting them back together.
When I was younger, I was always dismantling things, whether it was bicycles or bits of electronics. Love making things work, improving them, and building things from scratch sometimes.
And whilst this mirror doesn't need rebuilding, it is his favourite style.
Lovely Art Deco mirror. Combien?
120.
90.
Okay.
Ah, excellent.
€90 is 67 quid.
So this is David's first purchase. Now, when I saw him buying it, I knew it was a reproduction, and I want to show you how. The dead giveaway is that. I mean, the back is brand new, and it's still got a label on it. It's not the end of the world. It has got beveled glass, so you know what? I still see a profit, but I'd rather people buy old stuff.
Furniture upcycler Victoria intends to play it safe today.
My plan is to go for functional items that I'm used to selling back home, so things like chairs, tables, mirrors,
Victoria's been selling pieces she upcycles for 4 years, and she also brings her work home.
My absolute favourite item that I've upcycled is this bed. I got it from a stately home house clearance in Scotland, bought it for just a couple of £100, and I absolutely love it. It's my princess bed.
And the first thing to grab Victoria's attention is some furniture that, true to form, looks like it belongs in a French chateau.
This sofa caught my eye. I think it's quite pretty. I think I'd probably need to repaint the wood. I'm not sure. It might be a bit of a risk, but I'm going to find out how much it is and then go from there.
The vendor wants €150, but Victoria manages to get half off. She pays €75 or £56.
She agreed straight away, so I'm kicking myself a little bit for not going in at 50, but never mind. I think maybe next time I'll go even lower because I think there's more bargains to be had here than I thought.
Louise has locked eyes on some screens.
Why are you attracted to this? Tell me.
It's quite an original. It's 1906. It's got a marking on it. Basically, I would totally redo it. I would take all the beading off and I would recover it with some beautiful floral fabric. I just worry about these. They're not original hinges. I know that's...
No, and the other thing that's not original is if you look in the end here...
I noticed, yeah.
Screws.
I think it's 300. It's quite a lot.
It's what?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I would guess, yeah.
It's 300?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah, yeah.
Really? I'm
Yeah,
out. I'm
yeah.
well out.
And that's made my mind up, yeah.
Moving on, undeterred, Louise reverts to what she knows, another mirror. And this one already has flowers on it.
Don't know what it is about mirrors, I just love them. I love the pretty flower detail here. I think this would look amazing painted up, and then it would be amazing. It could just be freestanding on somebody's wall, would look beautiful. 200 final? 200 please?
Bon, allez.
That's £149 for Louise's second mirror.
Before, I thought my heart was going to rule. I thought I was going to home in straight away on things that I really, really wanted. But you know what? I know that mirrors are selling at the moment. Big, large, elaborate French mirrors will sell. So at the end of the day, I want to win.
And you like it too, don't you? Admit it. Across the market, David's seen a lamp.
I quite like it. You can focus it anywhere in a room and turn it as well. I think it's a lovely
So
item.
what does it say on it, though? Paris? Paris is always a good thing. If it says Paris, it always helps. Spin this round so you can actually see it. This cable's a triple core cable, right?
Yeah.
To be fair, that'd be an easy rewire.
Yeah.
I actually do like it. It's
Quirky.
quirky. Allez, c'est combien? 150, 150. Good acting.
€100.
Yes, he's happy?
With €100 agreed on the lamp, David does a double deal with yet another mirror
Shake hands.
and pays €210, 157 quid for both.
I've spent a little bit more than I wanted to, but I should make a profit.
Today's contestants will all be selling in Leamington Spa, and they won't be alone. Mark is also on the lookout, and any profit he makes will go to today's winner. He's putting his money on a bird statue,
70? Okay, vendu.
and he pays £52.
This screams of Art Deco. It's marble. There's very good, strong, straight lines. There's the use of black and chrome there, which is so indicative of the Deco period. The colour's fabulous. Look at the greens running through there. I can see this selling and then retailing on in a good Art Deco shop for hundreds. I'm over the moon.
They've now been shopping for 2 hours, but Victoria's not having much luck finding that French chateau gear she's after, and has only bought one thing.
I spotted these two chairs
Oh, yeah?
that I wondered if I could get a bit of advice on.
We'll look at the construction of them. I'll turn it upside down. So there's a cross X stretcher there. It's quite often chairs will have stretchers running from there to there. So it's more unusual, quite tasteful.
The seller wants €250 for them.
180 quid. Are you in or out?
I don't know. I'm being a lot less decisive than I wanted to be. I've seen another couple of chairs I really like as well, though, so I'm going to go and find out how much they are, and then I'll decide between the pair.
Okay.
While Victoria takes her time, there's no stopping shabby chic Queen Louise, who's picked up a sofa for €165. That's 123 quid.
It's cream, it's neutral, it will fit any colour scheme. And what I love about it is I'm going to get some really pretty bolster cushions, lovely floral that's going to bring it out and make it look real Barbara Cartland style. This is my kind of thing. I'm really, really happy with this.
So I'm just coming back to look at this. It was one of the first things I saw. You've stolen it from me.
I'm sorry. But you know what? I'm happy with this.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to make it my own sort of thing. So yeah, but I'm sure you'll get some great things. Good luck.
See you later.
Bye. I'm so happy that I've got it, especially now knowing that it was something that she was thinking of. So yeah, bring it on.
I'm quite disappointed, but anyway, got to go and look for something better now.
You gotta move fast in this game, Victoria. Coming up, Victoria's still struggling.
Please, help me. I've only got a few minutes.
And Louise gets even more enthusiastic about floral patterns.
Oh my God, they look amazing. Wow. Oh, they're going to look perfect.
Three Brits have an hour left of buying time at a market in Carpentras in the southeast of France. Shabby chic lover Louise and metal man David have bought 3 items each.
Really, now I need to look for an upcycling project, unless anything else grabs me.
You know what? Whatever I get now, I'll be happy because I've got 2 great mirrors, I've got a great sofa, I feel they're strong items.
But Victoria's lagging behind with 1 buy, and it's getting to her.
Feeling a little bit deflated. I thought I was going to be really decisive and just buy loads of stuff and be the first one to have it all done, and I feel like I'm probably going to be the last now.
Finally, an ornate clock catches her eye. Again, not something out of place in a chateau.
To me, it looks very expensive. What do you think?
It's not French, it's made in Italy. This is inlaid timbers.
Yeah.
These light timbers are quite often pear and other different fruit woods which give these lovely patterns. It's a stonkingly strong piece. What do you think it's worth?
I hope we'll get at least £500-600 for it, I think.
Le prix marchand, le dernier prix? 350 euros is £260.
Do you think we could get them down any more? I think I would be prepared to spend £240.
So let's try. Okay, mademoiselle proposée 300, vendu. Sold, vendu. Yes. Happy?
I'm happy with that.
Paid a man of money. Brilliant. A stonkingly good buy.
That's £224, a big buy for Victoria.
I feel really confident now. I bought something that I really, really loved and that I thought I wouldn't be able to get. So I'm feeling quite motivated by that. I'm ready to go and buy another item and ready to win. Got to beat the other 2.
And while Victoria is buzzing, Louise's buying has ground to a halt.
What are you seeing? Is anything?
You know what? I like those 2 ornate vases over there, but I feel like I'm panicking now, though.
No, don't panic.
Because I feel like I need
Don't
that.
panic. Just
Really?
relax. Flowers, florally.
Yeah, that's not bad, actually. I quite like that. It's different.
Well, why are you walking on
It's a
then?
gentleman's piece.
I think it's a good, strong item. Its condition's fairly good. Le prix marchand, s'il vous plaît. It's €100, 75 quid. Are you in or out? I'm going to let you decide.
I'm going to go for it. Yeah.
Okay,
100
vendu.
euros. Yeah.
But the seller's feeling generous. He gives her an extra €10 off.
Oh, messy.
She pays the equivalent of 67 quid. David, meanwhile, is still on the hunt for his upcycling project. And time is ticking on.
Well, I'm thinking now, perhaps with these old keys, actually make a clock from something. So I could use the keys and then something round to actually mount them on. Something a bit different. Madame, 10?
Oui, 10, c'est bon.
Okay.
8 keys cost him just 7 quid.
I think they make a great clock, you know, the numerals on a clock, so I'm really pleased with the purchase.
Louise is drawn to another pair of screens.
Okay.
Oui. Okay, I've asked for 70 euros and I'm so happy because we've got it.
That's 52 quid.
Merci beaucoup.
And with that, Louise is the first to finish.
I feel great. I've had the best day. I feel like I've put a lot of effort into thinking about what's going to sell. So if I win, then it's gone to the best person.
There's only half an hour left, and Victoria still needs to add to her 2 items. And an ornate console table catches her eye.
Yeah, I love all the detailing on it. It could be my upcycling piece.
And she picks it up for €64, 49 quid.
Merci. I've sold a couple like this before and made a really good profit, so I'm hoping that this one will be the same if I can find the right buyer.
David needs something else to make his clock, and he spots just the thing.
It's a limited edition box for cigarillos.
All right.
They agree on €10. That's £7.
It's okay for you?
Yeah. Merci beaucoup. I think that'll make a great clock. The keys on,
little bit more than I wanted to pay, but this will be my last purchase now, so I finish shopping.
With minutes left of buying time, Victoria's now jumping on the mirror bandwagon. She's found 3 in the back of a van.
That one's a bit damaged as well. That is the best out of 3, but do you like it?
Not really.
That's good.
I'm wondering if they're all in here because they're damaged, and perhaps if you sold them all as a set and I painted them and repaired them.
Combien pour le toit?
150 € 2 livres.
C'est combien pour 4 bisous?
100 €.
Right, what he wants is 75 quid, 25 quid each for the 3 of them, but you have to kiss him 4 times. Just a kiss on the cheek, is that acceptable or not?
That's acceptable, but can we try and get it down tiny a little bit more? Oh, please, help me. I've only got a few minutes.
90. I've just 4 kisses and I've saved you another 10 euros.
Mwah, mwah. Merci beaucoup, monsieur.
So that's 90 euros, okay? You happy with that?
Thank you. You can have a kiss for that as well, mwah.
Victoria pays £67 for 3 mirrors.
I'm really excited. Got my last item, my mirror that I really wanted, so I'm really happy now. Brilliant.
And with that, they're done. David's forked out the least on his 5 purchases, which came to €320, £239.
Definitely not worried about David's things. I definitely think my things are better sellers.
It's just a tin with keys on it. I don't know what it is. But I don't think I'll pay much money for that.
Victoria spent €530, nearly £396 on her 4 buys.
I love Victoria stuff. I really do. I think this could be like a real rivalry between us here.
Sofa, it's a nice item. It's a really nice item. Lovely clock, a nice selection there, some great purchases.
And Louise clocked up the most money, €685, £511 on her 5 purchases.
I saw this trunk myself. It just seems a bit quirky for me and got a limited market.
The really big mirror I'm quite jealous of. I didn't spot that at all, and I think it's really the sofa and the mirrors that I think she's done well on, and that's going to be my competition.
Buying done, the trio have a day back home to upcycle their items before selling in Leamington Spa. In Nottinghamshire, Queen of Shabby Chic Louise is giving her ornate mirror her favourite look.
I was going to paint all of it, but now I'm going to leave all this and then heavily distress it around here so some of this feature really comes through. First thing we'll do is give it a good wipe down with some sugar soap because it takes all the dirty marks off. And for instance, if it's got like a grease mark on it or a stain and you paint it, it actually can come through the paint if you haven't actually wiped it down properly.
Louise masks off the gold edging and begins painting.
Okay, this is the first coat. I'm kind of just slapping it on. You know, once it's had a second coat, it will look completely different. I must admit, I tend to go quite neutral because you know what? A really tasteful French-inspired mirror needs to be classic. I think it would be wrong if I painted it in a really wild colour.
After a second coat of paint, just a few final touches.
But the crest feature here, I just thought it'd be nice if I could just do a little bit of distressing just to bring some of the gold out in to match this bit here.
Job done. She needs to sell for at least £121 to make a profit.
Love it. Yeah, really happy with it. Really love the gold.
In Cardiff, David's steering clear of shabby chic. He's in his garden shed rewiring his industrial lamp.
Plan for today, take this lamp holder out, put a new one in with an earth, and then rewire it, and then it'll need pat testing. I'm doing it myself, really, just to keep the cost down. It's a skill I developed from college and university and from work, you know, working as an engineer in the past. It's just being methodical, really. So the next step is to put a plug on, and then it'll be all ready for pat testing.
With the parts and safety test costing £27,
Brilliant.
he spent £101 in total on the lamp. And now our engineer is getting creative with his clock.
So my plan originally was to mount keys on the film can, but I've changed my mind now. I'm just going to turn this into a very simple clock with a hole in the middle, clock mechanism. And the keys I am going to spray paint black and mount them on a piece of wood.
Ah, so he's going to make 2 clocks. First up, the can. David starts by drilling a hole in the centre for the mechanism.
I think this was £3. It's not a fortune. The film can isn't in the best of conditions. I think using this chrome spray paint will really make it stand out and make a better job of it, really.
After a couple of coats of paint, the canister's ready for the clock mechanism.
That's it. For some reason, the clock isn't working. The second hand's twitching, but it's not actually going anywhere.
A quick fiddle and it starts.
Ah, success.
In Essex, furniture upcycler Victoria's first job is to smarten up her sofa.
It's got a few cracks and chips, so I'm just going to fill them and then paint over it with a bit of gold and give it a clean because it's got a few marks on it. But that's it, I'm going to keep it quite simple.
After that quick clean, Victoria's boyfriend Jordan helps by drying the upholstery, while she starts on the wood frame.
Just with a little bit of gold paint, I'm just touching up the areas that have got little chips and stuff. The more I've looked at it, the more I've noticed. So I'm just going over them. And also some of the bits that are quite dirty and where I can't get all the dirt out, I'm just putting a little bit of that paint in there just to lighten it up and make it look less grubby.
Including upcycling, the sofa cost Victoria £57 in total.
I'm hoping to sell it for between £400 and £600 if I'm really lucky. But even if I just sold it for a couple of £100, I'd be making a really big profit.
Coming up, David goes against his grain.
Yeah, it is quite strange making a shabby chic item. That's not for me, it's for what sells.
And Victoria aims high with her £25 mirrors.
I was really hoping to get about £270 for this. That is beautiful.
Our three rivals are halfway through their upcycling day, improving the items they bought in France to sell on in Leamington Spa. At home in Nottinghamshire, Louise has two more jobs, her screens and her sofa, which she's tackling first.
If I was keeping this item myself, then I would have recovered it in some really pretty fabrics and really floral, as usual, or pink. But I guess because I'm selling on, I want to make the maximum profit on it. So it's just going to, have a good clean, nice cushions, and I think it'll look really pretty somewhere.
Louise is paying seamstress Sarah a tenner for making the cushions, with some leftover material she had. Floral, of course.
Oh my God, they look amazing. Wow. Oh, they're going to look perfect. Oh, they're lovely. What do you think?
Beautiful.
Love them.
Absolutely love it.
Oh, I've done such a good job, thank you.
And now it's the pair of screens. Louise has roped in her husband Simon to help out.
I'm thinking, getting rid of all this braiding. I've got some lovely blue braiding to go on there.
Okay.
And then after it's been done, I'm going to give it a really heavy distress to make it look really shabby chic. What do you think?
Yeah, totally agree.
Once Simon's replaced the old braid with her bright new blue one, Louise is chomping at the bit to get shabbying.
I've decided not to paint it because I really like the colour, and instead of painting it, I'm distressing it.
Using coarse sandpaper to scrape more paint off is something she does a lot.
Very many times I've bought items that have just been knocked about a bit, and instead of repainting them, I've just heavily distressed it, so it actually hides all the blemishes and the marks and everything.
The screens now owe Louise £32 each.
You haven't done much to these, have you? They look the same to me.
I really like the colour because it's like a French Louis blue colour, and I think that's really on vogue at the moment. So I've just really heavily distressed it.
And it goes well with your jumper.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
That's all that matters. And what are you going to sell them for?
I was thinking £75 each.
I'm sure that if you saw them in the shop for £75, you'd probably buy them, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
So perhaps you should be a bit higher with the price then. So this mirror, you've just changed the colour of it, is that it?
Yeah, but I've kept the gold here because I absolutely felt that was really important to give some detailing.
But you didn't do this. You surprised me.
I just couldn't, and I thought actually the person who buys it, they can make that choice themselves.
What are you going to ask for it?
I'm going to ask 600.
Wow, 600 seems like a lot of money to me. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
In his shed in Cardiff, David is now using his technical skills to make a second clock.
I've got a bit of scrap plywood, and I plan on using this to make the clock base.
David has devised his own gadget to measure and mark out the wooden disc he'll mount the keys on. But first, it gets a lick of paint.
Bought this chalk-based paint in duck egg. Give it that shabby chic look.
Hold on, I thought you were leaving shabby chic to the girls.
Yeah, it is quite strange making a shabby chic item, because I wouldn't make one for myself. But it's not for me, it's for what sells. And if people love shabby chic and people are willing to pay for it, that's great.
Next, David preps the keys for the clock face.
I just thought black be a contrast to the shabby chic duck egg blue. It'd make it stand out.
With the paint dry, David glues the keys on with epoxy resin.
Okay, so the placing of it, I want to get it straight. Yeah, that's great.
With the clock mechanism in, this new creation owes David £16.
I think it looks great. I hope someone else thinks the same, you know. Obviously it is homemade, so it is a bit shabby. So hopefully it'll appeal to someone's taste.
What's it all about?
You don't like it?
I don't dislike it. I just thought you was not the shabby chic bloke, and this is a bit shabby chic, isn't it?
I thought, Mark, though, that it's not about my taste. It's about what other people want.
I see your gluing skills leave a little bit to be desired.
Yeah, they're on. That's the main thing.
Are they? And this one, how does it mount on the wall?
There's a hole on the back, so just a nail or something, and up it goes.
What are you going to ask for them?
Well, I want to more than double my money, so I'm thinking around 45, something like that.
In Essex, Victoria's all about chateau chic, which I think is just a posh description of shabby chic. But she knows what she's up to, and it's transforming her 3 mirrors.
I'm going to paint them all white and then just rub it back a bit so the gold still shows through.
Boyfriend Jordan is still on call, along with dog Bertie.
So this is like an antique white colour, which I really like and use in quite a lot of furniture because depending on what light you're in, it takes on greys or more warmer colours and stuff, so it's really nice.
Victoria's using watered-down paint to get the effect she wants.
This process, because I don't want it to look really stark white and brand new, I'm painting it and then using just a little bit of damp kitchen roll to pull it back, and then a little bit of dry, just so that I can still see the gold poking through. But it's a bit of an annoying process because you've got to do it all bit by bit until it dries, before it dries. I think it's finished. I quite like the way it's turned out, but I'm bored of doing it now, so it's time to swap and do another one.
Victoria gives the mirrors a final light sanding, and they're done.
I'm really happy how these mirrors have turned out, actually. I was quite worried about this one because it was quite ugly, but now, actually, I think it's one of the prettiest ones. So, yeah, I think they've all come out well.
These have got to be the cheapest mirrors in the world ever. What do they now cost you in total?
£72.
How much are you going to ask for each mirror?
I was hoping to sell them as a set for around £300.
No.
Less?
I think this should be best part of a couple of £100.
Yeah.
That one should be 150 to 2, and that one should be your money back. Now, what about this?
I'm going to go and ask about £400 or £500.
For me, I'm seeing it at 275, 345, that sort of range. But at the end of the day, really, you've got some very saleable items that didn't cost you a lot of money.
It's D-Day for our rivals. They're in the Warwickshire town of Leamington Spa, known for the healing properties of its water, and have until shops shut to sell all they bought in France. And they have everything to play for, because whoever makes the most profit pockets everyone else's cash.
Leamington Spa. Well, I didn't know how beautiful it is. Look at the architecture. Look at the properties. The cars are really smart. They've got plenty of money here. But do they like spending it? We'll have to wait and see.
David has the least to earn to get into profit. He spent £279 on his 5 items, which include his unique upcycle clocks.
I plan to sell the big items first. Obviously, they're going to make the most profit.
Victoria has 6 pieces to sell. Amongst them, the 3 mirrors she's transformed. All in, she needs to make £401 before she's in profit.
My strategy is going to just be to be lovely and charming to people, and hopefully I won't have to beg.
Louise needs to make the most, £545 on her 6 items, including the 2 screens she gave her shabby chic touch, and that massive mirror.
If I could sell my humongous mirror, I'd be so happy, because now I'm worried that it's a bit too big and if people are going to have to place for it. So if I can get rid of that first, I'll be over the moon.
So that's what she focuses on.
I'm at this great cafe. I've heard great things about it, that they're in the market for mirrors. And obviously I have 2 great big mirrors, so I want to go in there and see if they're interested. Okay, that's disappointing. The lady who buys items not back until 1:30, so I'll carry on and make a visit later.
Let's hope that's not a sign of things to come. Despite wanting to offload his big items first, David's keeping his options open.
So I've noticed this pub, lovely decor inside, some unusual items. I'm going to go in and see if they want any of my items, perhaps the clocks. Hi, Dave.
I'm Dave as well.
Hey, great name. I wonder if you'd be interested in buying the clocks.
I'm quite interested in that one.
All right.
That one owes £13.
So I'm thinking around £45 for this one.
45 is a bit steep. What about 30?
40,
35?
38.
Okay, 38.
Brilliant.
Thanks, no problem.
What a result. He almost trebles his money on his first attempt.
Well, there's a surprise, mate.
Well, I sold one though, Mark.
I know, it's good work, well done. Where are you going now?
There's a shop just down the road here, shabby chic sort of place. Thought I'd try my luck there.
Don't only think shabby chic, because let's face it, it's a clock. Everywhere needs a clock.
Yeah.
Sweet shop, tailors, butchers, bakers, off you go.
Okay, cheers, man.
Candlestick makers.
Across town, Victoria's turning on her charm with vintage shop owner Marie. And she's aiming high with the first of her 3 mirrors.
With the bits of gold showing through, it really glows actually when the light's on it. It's really pretty and quite an unusual piece.
It is. It's very, very ornate, isn't it?
It owes Victoria just £24.
I was really hoping to get about £270 for this.
That is beautiful. So would you take 200?
Oh, sorry.
What about 250?
I do 260, but otherwise I think I'd just be a bit tempted to hold on and...
I do love it.
Go on.
Okay, 260.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Yay, thank you. Brilliant.
That's a massive gain of £236. And she's off to a flying start.
Hello.
Well done, you.
Thank you.
I don't want to say I told you so, but I did tell you so, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Oh, we'll sell 3 mirrors for 300.
Yeah.
Right, every other item you've got, you need to sell for a high price, which you can do.
Yeah.
So, crack on.
Yeah, set the
Good work.
precedent now.
Got it.
She certainly has. Louise has been on the internet and found a shabby chic place interested in her items. The only thing is, it's 12 miles away in Stratford-upon-Avon.
It'll be about another hour, is that okay? Okay, bye, bye-bye. She's a lovely lady, and she seems really happy for me to go along. So we're going to show her all my bits and pieces that I've got and negotiate a price, hopefully. So yeah, that's given me something to spur on a little bit, I think.
Let's hope so. Whilst Louise heads further afield, David is still trying to shift that other clock.
I wonder if you'd be interested in buying this clock made of old keys. I saw the shop and obviously you're a locksmith.
It's too big. I can't put anywhere around here.
Oh, right. Thanks for your time.
Nice try. Next stop, a local cafe with a look in keeping with his shabby chic timepiece.
I saw the old colour scheme. I thought this clock is for you.
We was thinking that we do need a clock.
Excellent.
So
I'm your man. I'm thinking around £45.
This sounds familiar.
well, I was thinking more 30.
About 40.
35?
38.
38. Go on
Excellent.
then.
Thank you. Cheers. Thanks
Thank you very much, Dave.
38 seems to be his favourite number. That's a return of over £22.
So I had a sale, £38, exactly the same as the other clock. So, more than double my money, which I'm happy about.
It's past lunchtime, and Louise's keenness for her first sale has taken her out of Leamington Spa and right into Shakespeare country.
Stratford-upon-Avon. Decided to come here because I was finding Leamington Spa just wasn't being successful for me. I've not sold anything yet, so hopefully we're going to pick up the pace in Stratford.
It's a risky strategy. Time to test it out. She's hoping shabby chic furniture shop owner Kate will like some of her items, starting with the mirror.
I've got a monstrosity. It's absolutely huge. It's amazing. It's original dark French oak.
Yeah.
It stands at 6 foot tall. I've also got this lovely sofa,
Love that.
which I think, again, is very you. I'll also show you these screens, which I thought would be ideal.
I like those, yeah. I'd love to see the screen. I love the chair. I think the chair is absolutely stunning.
That all sounds positive. When Kate said screen, she meant screen. She's only interested in seeing one of the sets.
And I have done some work on it, which has actually increased the value of it.
Okay.
So how do you feel about 95?
Too high, because I'd probably sell it for that.
How do you feel about 85?
I think 75 sounds a whole lot better.
You know what, Kate? Okay, why not? Okay, let's go for it. It's a deal.
Thank you very much. I absolutely love that. I'm chuffed to bits.
Brilliant.
And I would have paid more.
The screen makes her £43, but she could have pushed for more. Next up, the sofa.
Oh, wow. I love it.
It owes her £142.
Absolute lowest I could go on this is 160.
And the lowest I could go is 150.
Would you meet me in between 155? Is that £5 going to make the difference? Thank you so much. Oh, brilliant.
That's a small return of £13. Well, at least it wasn't a loss.
I've made a small profit, a very modest profit. I guess not what I really wanted, but you know what? I'm being realistic now. So yeah, I'm happy.
Back in Leamington Spa, Victoria has gone to meet Gersh, the manager of a local tea room who's interested in her 2 remaining mirrors, which cost her £48 for the pair.
I did have in mind that I wanted to sell them for about 220.
130, that's the most I can do. Okay.
Is that your absolute top?
Yeah.
Did you say 140?
130.
Do you know what? Okay, we'll do 130 because
Okay, deal.
Cheeky, but that makes her another £82.
A little bit less than I was hoping for, but I thought it was just important to get them sold. Still got a pretty good price considering what I paid for them. About £11 away from profit, so I'm really close. Got to keep going and make that profit.
Coming up, David faces a dilemma.
I'm thinking around 275.
I'm sort of about 70, 75.
And the winner is revealed.
And then number 2.
It's 3 p.m. in Leamington Spa, and our 3 rivals have only a few hours left to sell everything they bought in France. Victoria has managed to shift all 3 of her mirrors, but still has her clock, sofa and console table to sell.
See, I made the biggest profit on the first really ornate mirror, and the last 2 I think could have been more if I'd have maybe pushed a bit harder, but I really just wanted to get them sold so that I didn't lose out.
Louise has taken a detour to Stratford.
Myself, Dave and Victoria, we've all got mirrors, and obviously Victoria's got a sofa as well, so I felt that if I came out of Leamington Spa a little bit, then I'd hopefully be the only person selling these items.
Great plan. David, where are you off to?
We're off to Stratford now, to an antique centre,
Cheeky David.
where I'm hoping I'll sell at least 1 and maybe more of the large items I've got. There's a lighting section, I understand. There's mirrors, so if I'm going to sell anywhere, I hopefully should be able to sell here.
With that in mind, David is hoping the owner Richard will like his gold mirror, or maybe the industrial lamp which owes him £101.
It's been rewired, it's been pat tested, so it's fully safe.
Quite industrial, isn't it?
Yes. For this one, I'm looking for 225.
It's a bit too. It's too much for me. 175.
Can I push you up to 180?
Do 180 and I'll do it.
180.
Yeah.
Deal.
All right, that's great.
The lamp earns him £79, and the mirror's still in play. It cost £82.
Do you 130?
140?
135. We meet in the middle.
38?
Yeah. All right then.
Cheers,
138.
What is it with David and 38? But it's enough to make him the first to get into overall profit.
I'm more than happy. It's well worth coming here. Well worth it.
Our 3 rivals aren't the only ones selling today. Mark also has his statue, which costs £52. Whatever he makes on it will go into today's prize pot.
Now, do you remember the peahen on the marble base that I bought in France? I've had it dropped off here to Arthur. He's a proper antique dealer. He's moving premises, but if he can see a profit and I get a profit, I think we might have a deal. Well, Arthur, the marble matches very nicely on this table, doesn't it?
I thought you might think that.
Yes.
Well, how much you want for the thing?
I'll make it really nice and easy. 185. How's that sound?
I'll give you 100 quid for it.
150.
120 quid.
125. We got a deal. Come on.
Toss you.
Go on then. Deal.
Right.
You put it on the head, so I'm going to go heads.
Oh dear. Should have put it on the tail. And you would have won. Thank you very much.
120 quid.
Right,
Thank
see
you,
you
sir.
then,
You're a
go.
gentleman.
That's a decent £68 profit. Louise has still got both her mirrors to sell. She's hoping Clive, the owner of an interior shop in Stratford, will take them off her hands.
Come from a French chateau. It's just over 6 foot and about 4 foot in width.
That one's probably a little bit bigger than I'd want for the shop or for home, to be honest. I like the other one.
Yeah, okay, brilliant.
Still no interest in her large mirror, but she does manage to deal on the shabby chic one.
Okay, 150 it is.
That's great. Thank you, Clive. I think you'll love it.
Making her £28. Victoria must have felt like she was missing out because she's also turned up in Stratford.
I've got these 3 items left to sell, and I did a bit of research and I found hairdressers who I think might be quite well suited to this style.
Matthew, the owner's come to take a look.
This is what I've bought for you.
The console table at first glance, I'm thinking that'd fit in really well. And the clock's super interesting, isn't it?
It's really unusual.
What are you after for them?
Were you interested in those or the sofa as well?
Right, let's have a price for these two first, and then introduce a price to entice me with the sofa.
Okay, no worries.
Time to turn on that charm.
Well, I really wanted to get about 220 for that after what I paid for it.
Yeah.
The clock, because it's in working order, I was hoping to get around 300 for that.
And that's as low as you go on the clock?
If you wanted to buy both things, I'd take another £20 off for you.
So we go down to, what, 500? You would?
Yeah, I do 500 for them.
Yeah. And what about the sofa?
Let you have it for, is it 160?
For 160?
Yeah, which is an absolute bargain.
I'm feeling charitable. Should we do it?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yay! Perfect. Thank you.
Victoria makes a whopping £330 on the 3 items and is sold up, with a healthy profit on everything.
Yay! Done!
Are you pleased?
Yeah, I am pleased. I think I probably could have pushed in for a little bit more, actually, but I still think that because I wanted to get rid of them all 3 in one place, didn't want to be traipsing around for another couple of hours, I'm still pleased with the money I got.
Well done. Glad you finished.
Time's running out now. I don't think really got time to go back to Leamington. So Stratford's the choice for now.
With just an hour till the shop's shut, Louise has still got 3 items left to shift. But she's had a call.
Okay, I've got Kate back on the phone, who bought my screen, and she's saying that she wants to buy me the other one, but she can only afford like 50 quid. So I'm like umming and ahhing, but it's like 4:30, and I'm really worried about being left with it. So, yeah, I'm going to do it. Hi, Kate.
The deal makes her £18, and you know what they say about slow and steady.
Yay, that's another thing sold. I'm so happy, that's brilliant.
Already in profit, David's found pub landlady Marilyn, who's keen to see his final item. The mirror cost him £67.
So as you see, Art Deco design, nice bevel glass all the way round.
What sort of price are we thinking for it?
I'm thinking around 275. How's that for you?
I'm sort of about 70, 75.
Ooh, around 100. Just that little bit more. 95
in the middle.
Oh. Go in the middle. Go on. 98. 98.
Go on then, 98.
Thanks. Cheers, Marilyn.
A masterclass in getting every last pound. It all adds up in this game.
It's not the price I wanted. It's far from the price I wanted. But I didn't make a loss. Made a small profit. I just hope it's enough, really.
That just leaves Louise, who, with minutes to spare, has found an ice cream shop interested in her mirror and trunk.
How much are you looking for the mirror?
Okay, I like 195 for the mirror.
Ooh, don't know. Cheeky 150?
Oh, I couldn't do 150. Okay. I could do 175.
Go on then, 175.
Oh, fantastic. I don't think you'll regret it.
That's a profit of £26. And with a quick sale of the trunk,
yeah, I'll go 70.
Yeah, oh, that's brilliant.
Louise is the last to sell up, with profits on all her pieces.
Wow. I don't know where you've been all day.
I know, I've loved it.
I mean, what is wrong with Leamington Spa?
Leamington Spa just didn't work for me this morning. Just wasn't finding my stuff for selling. Had that massive dark oak mirror that just didn't seem to want to go there. At the end of the day, I've sold it for a profit, so I'm happy.
So, time to find out who's ended the day on top.
Well, that was a funny old day, wasn't it? The good news is you all made loads of profit.
Okay, good.
Louise, there's your envelope. Take the money out and have a look at it.
Okay.
You made a profit of £135 and 23 pence.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. You know what? It's better than making a loss.
And then there were 2. David, you made good profits on everything. Victoria, you made good profits. But I do feel that your second and third mirror, I think you could have got 130 for one of them. Well, you ready to find out?
Absolutely.
Victoria, it's your envelope. Dave, your envelope. Please take the money out and have a look at it. Dave, you made £213 and some pence. Wow. Victoria, you smashed it with £648. Wow. And 65 pence.
Oh, fantastic.
Well done.
And I've made £67 and 76 pence, which you get as well.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry, darling. They fit up.
Thank you.
That gives you a grand total of £1,065.07. You happy?
Yeah, I'm so happy. I was really worried about how I was going to react if I lost, actually. I've been practising my sad but composed face for ages and still didn't look very composed, so...
Brilliant, congratulations.
Thank you.
Victoria was amazing, absolute worthy winner, and I've had a great day. I've made some lovely friends, so I'm really happy.
Profit was good. I'm quite surprised really to get that much. I thought it was half of that, to be honest. I thought it was about £100.
Really happy. I'm so excited that I won. Thank goodness I did, because I'm not a very good loser.